Hello my beautiful little pumpkin pies out there, and welcome. In today's video it is time for another Shop My Stash. I'm going to do a full beat today and go through my collection with you guys and pull some makeup that I need to give some love that have been neglected in my collection. But before we get into this video, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Bree and I'm just a crazy lover of all things beauty, and I like to post a lot of fun, colorful makeup content. I like to do a lot with indie makeup, so if that is what you're into, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. But with that being said, let's get into this video. Okay guys, so I am so excited to do one of these again. I really enjoy doing these videos, even though they're not necessarily my most popular video on my channel. I enjoy doing it because it gives me a chance to go through my collection and pull some things that I haven't used in a while, and hopefully it inspires you to go through your collection and rediscover some makeup. So what I normally do is I go through the whole picking my makeup process with you guys. I'll show you guys my drawers, my palettes that are a mess back there. We'll go through lip products. Like, you're here picking the items with me even though you're not. Wish you guys could tell me what to pick. That would be really helpful, but I still think it's fun to show you guys the whole journey of what I go through and pick and how I come up with what to put on my face today. So let's get into that part and then we can get into the makeup look. So of course we're gonna start off with the drawers of complexion and a primer. So here it is. Ignore the whole dirty sponges. And here's where I keep concealers, brow products, mascara, random like lip balms and tools, and my little gems, and obviously dirty sponges. So concealers, what should we use? I don't ever remember what I used in previous videos, but you know what? Let's use this one. This is the KVD concealer. What is this called? I don't even remember, but we're gonna use it because it's been a while and this is one of my favorite concealers. Then here is singles, like Super Shocks and like pot liners, these little liners, like liquid shadows that I don't have that much of. But let's do powder. I don't know. Maybe should we try the Derma Blend? This like Shop My Stash is giving me a chance to try all the powders that I bought one time at a 21 Days of Beauty sale at Ulta. So we'll try this one. OG classic, right? And then here's my foundation drawer. And I also have primers in here. It's obviously quite messy. But you know, I don't know. I think I'm kind of leaning towards this one, which I don't even think I've opened this one. This is from Catrice. This is the HD Liquid Coverage 24-hour wear. It's in a shade that I think would work for me right now. And it's time to choose a primer, which obviously I don't have that much primer. Some is in my fall makeup drawer. But maybe I should try this again. I haven't used this in a while. This is the Cover FX Gripping Primer. I used to really like this. It kind of reminds me of the Hydro Grip from Milk Makeup, so I'll put that there. So here's bronzers, highlighters. So what has been neglected in bronzers? Honestly, I don't feel like I've neglected much in this category. Should we use another one? I'm gonna use another one. I think this one, it's been a while since I've used that, so we'll put that here. Now time for highlighters. I also have some highlighter palettes down here too, which I opened up already. These are some blush and highlighter palettes. Do I want to use a single highlighter or do I want to use one of these palettes? Do I want to use that one? You know what? Maybe this Natasha Denona one. I was going to call it Novel for some reason. But this is the Mini Bloom. No, this is the Bloom Blush and Glow palette. This would be pretty and it has variety. So you know what? Let's do that. That's cute. I think she's cute. And then I want to get one more blush. Maybe we can like do like a blush topper with one of the shades in here. And because of that, I was thinking an orangey blush. And it's been a while since I used this one from M Cosmetics. This is in Passion. It's a super bright orange shade. Look at that. That is so pretty. I'm feeling that. So we're gonna do that. So now let's get into palettes. Yeah, let's do that now. All right, so here are where my bigger palettes are at and ones that I have on display. So I'm feeling like we need to use something over here. And what do I want to do? I know I want to do something different. I don't know. What am I feeling? Here I have my Udin's Eye. I have Lethal. I have my Beauty Bay. Some random ones up here. Oh, now let's have my Glaminatrix. I feel like, let's look at the Glaminatrix one, because I've been really loving the Nearly Natural palette, so it's making me want to use her other palettes that I haven't touched in a while. And I'm thinking, should I do You Beauty? I also have the Silent Night one, but maybe I should save that for like a Christmas look, because it's a Christmas palette. Yes. Oh, there's my laptop. I think this would be a good one. Look at how beautiful this is. And they're actually bringing this palette back. So what do we want to do for lippies? I have bullet lipsticks here, like my Propa, or is it Propa? I have Buxom. I've got Lime Crime ones, my Melt ones. I have a bunch here. Some Kimchi Chic. I have some Kaleidos lip clays, but I use those all the time. So let's not do that. I also have a bunch from Glamlite, like glosses and some liquid lipsticks. And I want something nudie. And I think some of these are glosses. But maybe this one, the first one that I grabbed, it's a nudie liquid lipstick in Rum from Glamlite. It's been a while since I used this, so there we go. That was super easy. Now let's get back to the desk and start putting on some makeup together. Okay, time to get into the look, and I'm pretty sure what I'm about to do on my eyes is gonna match nothing with the sweater I'm wearing, but who cares, right? Who cares? But let's prime. So I'm gonna go into the Cover FX Gripping Primer. I never hear anyone talk about this primer or Cover FX in general. I feel like they're just not a hyped up brand anymore. Do you guys see people talk about their stuff? And it's been a while. I feel like they've come out with a new release. But this is really nice, and it makes your face feel very sticky, just like the Hydro Grip, if not even more sticky than that one, which sometimes can present a problem because it can make, you know, like foundations peel sometimes, or like it gets weird and peely. Now time for the foundation, and I think I've had this sitting in my makeup drawer forever. Well, it is open, so maybe I used it before. It says, do I need to shake it? I'm going to shake it just for a good measure, because I feel like it's been sitting a while. This is the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. It says it lasts up to 24 hours, mattifying second skin effect. It is one of the best foundations I found from like the drugstore that works really well on my oily skin. I have the shade called Hazelnut Beige. It's number 36 in case you're wondering. It comes in like a little dropper like this if you guys haven't seen it. And it's so good. So good, especially for oily skin types. And it does feel like second skin. It's not heavy at all on the skin. But we're going to put that on top of that gripping primer. Does it look light? It looks a little light. Okay. I think this was the shade that's described as medium neutral. Is it me, or does it look maybe too yellow? I think that's the problem. Maybe it's just too yellow. But you know what? We're going to get it blended in. I can feel that the foundation is like really sticking to that primer. But I'm not noticing any peeling. But I'm going to just, you know, stipple that on as best as possible. So I feel like my foundation is sitting kind of funny on my face. So I don't know if it's the primer or if it's the foundation. I haven't used both of these products in so long. And I do feel like my pores are kind of showing on my nose, but I'm used to using pore smoothing primers. So now going into the KVD Lightweight Full Coverage Concealer. I have this shade Medium 126. This is a really good like satin matte, really high coverage concealer. And this concealer is also looking kind of yellow, maybe even kind of peachy. Maybe I'm getting like the wrong tones for my skin when it comes to complexion products. I do feel like I have so much pink in my skin, but I feel like most, you know, complexion products lean towards a more yellow undertone or olive undertones. So now time for powder. I'm kind of afraid. This looks really, really white in the like container. Now, I bought this because this used to just be such a big thing on YouTube, but I don't think I hear anyone talking about this powder now, but it looks super white. Super, super white. This is the Derma Blend Professional Loose Setting Powder, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, who cares about flashback? It's not like I'm, you know, always getting photography done on me, but look how white that is. Oh my god, it looks like baking soda. Okay, hopefully this will do fine and just blend right in. I'm a little concerned. Oh, okay. I feel like I'm going back to baking days. Remember when that was big, where you would just like leave powder under your eyes like this, and then you would finish up your makeup because you had to let it like really set? I do feel like this has a very strong white cast, and back in the day when I bought this, I don't think I was really paying attention to whether something would give me a cast or not. I just wanted it because it was popular. I mean, it's not bad. It'd probably be a good product if I need to lighten a foundation. So bronzer now. This is a like satiny, sheeny bronzer from Nabla. It's called the Skin Bronzing Sun-Kissed Effect Bronzing Powder. This is in the shade Dune, which is also for like medium skin tones for the description. This is like really firmly pressed. Maybe this is almost like a baked powder. I have to really dig in there to get like the product to lift up. But it's a beautiful, more cool tone bronzer that has like a beautiful satin sheen to it. So now let's get into the blush, and hopefully this will work just fine over a powdered base. I don't know if I've ever tried the M cream blushes on powdered skin before, but we're gonna find out. Look at this bright orange goodness. It looks very pigmented on like in the stick, but it actually goes on pretty nicely. Let me find a brush. Maybe I'll use this brush right here. I'm gonna put it on this foundation brush that I like to also use to put on cheek products, but I'm gonna go in lightly first. I'm gonna tap some here, just to make sure I don't put too much, just in case it starts to lift, because some cream products don't mesh well if you do it over powder. But I think it's working fine. That looks so nice and warm. I feel like a little juicy, ripe mango. Isn't that pretty? So I'm just gonna keep blending that in and get everything, you know, diffused into the skin. So now, should we do a blush topper from here? The Blush Bloom and Glow palette from Natasha Denona. And I think I want to use these two because these are my favorite in this palette. Let me get a brush. We'll start off with the one called Dual Glow, which is a beautiful orangey peachy shade. That's gonna look so nice on top of this. And I just love to glow. I just am not a huge fan of going in with just a matte blush. Now I'm gonna go into the Glow Extreme because we're gonna get extreme with the glow. And I'm gonna use it just on the very, very tops of my cheekbones. Since I already have a good amount of glow, I don't want to overdo it. So that is it for base. I'm gonna go do my brows off camera. I honestly just rotate between the same brow products. That's why I never go and shop that stash of my collection. And brows are boring. Who wants to see me do my brows? So I'm gonna do that off camera, and then I will be back and we can get into the eye look. All right, brows are done. I forgot to go and pick a eye primer with you guys, but I'm just gonna go into the Give Me Glow eyeshadow primer in Parchment. It was just sitting here on my desk, so why not? I haven't been touching this one lately, so we're gonna put that on, prime the eyes with this very dirty brush. So now let's get into the eyeshadow palette, which is the Beaute palette from Glaminatrix. And this is inspired by Australia, where Glaminatrix is from and based out of. And I'm feeling a tropical fish look. Like, this palette makes me think of Finding Nemo because, you know, part of it was in Australia. So maybe we can capture those vibes. I want to use the blue. I want to use the yellows. I want to use some orange, maybe on the bottom. Now, these shades are very powdery. It's been so long since I used this palette. I reviewed this on my channel, and I think I did either 1 or 2 looks. If you want to check that video out, it's on my channel. I'll link it below too, but that video I feel like was so long ago. But they're finally bringing this palette back. It's been gone for a long time. And they're restocking it. I'm not sure when, but I'll put that info in the bottom because I don't think they restocked it yet. At least I don't think they did. Now I want to pop a little bit of Struth right in the front. I like doing that with lighter mattes. It's a beautiful, I think, marigold yellow is how I would describe this shade. But I'm just going to pop it here. I'm not going to blend it too much into the blue because if I do, it's going to start to go green, which... honestly, is that a problem? I don't know. I don't think that's a problem. I love green. But I'm just going to really stamp it there for a little bit of pop. So now I want to go into Budgie Smugglers. I can't remember what some of these things mean, but this one is a little bit more firmly pressed in the pen than some of the other shadows. But this is what I'm going to put on the lower lash line, because I'm just wanting to be extra colorful. And I think all these colors are mixing very, very nicely together with each other. Now I want to go into Stitch Up, which is a reddish brown. I'm going to use that on the outer corner. Now this shade is powdery, so I need to dust off the excess, and I'm going to put that on the outer corner just so I can match up to the depth that's on the outer corner on the top with the blue. So now let's get into the metallics, since I think I'm done with the mattes at this point. So I'm going to go into Straya, this beautiful blue metallic. And Glaminatrix has a beautiful metallic formula. They pick up really nicely on a brush. And some of these are so intense and shifty. You're about to see. So I'm going to put that on the edge here. And I'm going to go a little bit over the deep blue matte as well. You see how beautiful that is? Oh, it's so gorgeous. So I'm just really stamping that on and spreading it. So now I'm trying to figure out what yellow shade to put in the inner portion. So there's Old Mate, which this one I think has a green shift, but look how high shine and metallic that is. Or do I want to go into Whoop Whoop, which is I think a yellow to maybe pink to maybe blue. This might be a multi-chrome. But maybe I can use both and top that on top, because this one seems a little bit more sheer. So that's what we're going to do. So let me clean off a brush so we can layer that on. Old Mate is so pretty. I love gold to shifting green metallics. And I'm going to wet that sucker up, try to reduce the fallout. And I'm going to put that there because I need to have that there, and that is so pretty. So now let's go into Whoop Whoop. I think I'm just going to use my finger and like tap it a little bit on top. Just like right in the inner portion. Yeah, that has a pretty strong bluey shift to it, which I think adds to the look since I have the blue on the outer edge. So I got another brush and we're going to get into Good Day. This is my most favorite shade in the palette. It is so stunning and striking. I'm just trying to pick it up on this little brush, but it is a very creamy shade, so it's kind of hard to pick it up on a brush, but I'm gonna make it work, and I'm just gonna pop it right there. Oh, this is pretty, and I'm gonna bring it down the bottom too since we have some orange. So everything is just tying in so nicely together. So now let's get into the lippy, which hopefully this matches. It is a nudie shade. I think it will be fine. Yeah, it's a nudie pinky shade. So let me get some lip liner. Where are my lip liners? Oh, they're right here. Obviously, I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm going to go into this Ace Beaute one that I totally messed up the top part of. Just going to line my lips because I need some definition. So I'm going to do that quickly. This is a shade called Be Peachy. Now let's go into the rum shade from Glamlite. This was part of their happy hour collection, which I think you can still get this. I think they still sell this. Yeah, it's a pinky shade. So that is it for all the makeup that I picked out for Shop My Stash. So I'm gonna go and do my liner, mascara, all that good stuff, and then I'll be back. I'll show you guys the finished look and we can wrap up this video. Okay, I'm back and here's the look. I'll show you guys up close before like I wrap up this video, just so you can really see how beautiful these shadows are. And I really like the mix of these colors. And I did pop a little orange gem down here. I've been seeing like a lot of eye looks that people have been doing, and I thought they were so pretty. And they have like one little gem in the bottom in the center. I don't know, you'll have to tell me if it looks weird, but I think it's kind of cool. It's a little fun, it's a little different. I'm trying to play with the gems in like a different way. Try different looks. You never know what you'll end up liking when you try something different, right? So I'm going to zoom you guys out now and wrap up this video. I think this was another successful Shop My Stash. I have been really enjoying these videos so much. I like get excited when it's time for me to film another one of these, because I'm trying to do it once a month, and this gives me a chance to just use other makeup in my collection and things that haven't been touched in a while, because normally I'm focusing on like reviews and the new, but I want my channel to have a mix of old and new things. Like I don't want to only focus on doing like reviews on new stuff. I want to also play with my collection, maybe re-inspire you guys or re-inspire myself to use the things that we already have. But everything came out really nicely. The You Beauty palette is gorgeous. It's amazing. I'm so happy that they're bringing it back. Of course, I love this little Blush and Glow palette from Natasha Denona. I've talked about it before on my channel. High quality, beautiful. I really like Natasha Denona's cheek products. They're some of my favorite. As far as the Derma Blend powder, I'm a little bit on the fence. I'm going to play with it a little bit more. I just think it's such a stark white color that it's a little intense, you know, with a bit of like white cast on the face, but it's not horrible. And it seems very matte, which is probably good for my oily skin, but I'll have to play with it a little more. Like first go, I'm not totally sure. But of course, I love the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. Tried and true, really good if you need a more affordable option for your oily skin. I still think this would also work if you had dry or like normal skin, but it just lasts so well. As for the primer, I don't know. I think it's a little too sticky from what I remember, and it doesn't smooth my face at all. So I feel like my pores are quite visible with this. So I'm not totally a fan of that. I like things that are a little bit more smoothing and make me have a nice little like smooth canvas. And I think I like the Hydro Grip primer from Milk more than this one. As for the Nabla bronzer, it's beautiful. It's a nice little satin sheeny bronzer. Looks really beautiful and nice on the skin. It's a very smooth, doesn't enhance texture. The only thing is it's very firmly pressed in this little pan, so you really gotta like dig your brush in it to get like the pigment to pick up. But once you do that, it looks really good on the skin. Am I missing anything? Oh, of course, the M blush is so good. It's nicely pigmented, but very blendable. It dries down completely. It lasts really well on the cheeks, and I definitely want to get more colors from M Cosmetics. I want to explore that brand more because I just think they have some really, really pretty, gorgeous looking products. And of course, I love the KVD concealer. It's one of my favorite. Great coverage, kind of like a satin finish. It blends really nicely. It doesn't like dry out my under eyes. It sits there really nicely. It lasts all day. So this is a really good standout concealer. The lippies from Glamlite are nice. Like the liquid lipsticks aren't too over drying. Now they're on the drier side. So if you suffer from super dry lips or you just don't like liquid lipsticks, then maybe you want to stay away from this, but it's not the most drying liquid lipstick formula that I've ever tried. So I think that's it, right guys? I don't think I'm missing anything, but that was my thoughts on rediscovering these products. You guys will have to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think of the makeup look? Are you enjoying these videos? Give me some feedback so I know this is stuff you want to see, so I can keep producing it and give you guys something you actually want to watch. Also, if you are new here and you enjoy this video, you like a lot of fun, colorful makeup content, you like a lot of stuff on indie makeup and all that fun stuff, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. Also, don't forget to check out the description below. I will have all the products linked that I used today. I'll have my other Shop My Stash videos linked, as well as the review I did on this Beauty palette if you want to see more, see some swatches on it, get some more info. I will also have my contact and my social media platforms. I'm also on Instagram as Breezy Lifestyle and Breezy_Beauty, and I post other content there as well. So if you want to join my Instagram fam, I would really love that. But guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, for being here, supporting me, being amazing. I appreciate all of you guys so much, and I just hope you are all doing well wherever you are in the world, and I'm just sending y'all so much light and love. But until next time, bye guys.